Hello and welcome back, and welcome back to us, I suppose, as well, because we're just back from Poland, as you know. Pilgrimage, really, but something that had to be done. So we thought we needed a little bit of a break. And so you join us as we head up north, well, north for us, but anyway, northeast-ish. So along the M4, up around the M25, and up the M1, up to Bedford, hang a right. Oh, it's alive. We're on.
I know.
Well, we are on the way to St Neots Caravan and Camping Club site. We're in a lay-by, and these are well long. These are. So yeah, good lay-bys up here, rather than the I think it was called Toddington services on the M1, which looked absolutely chocker.
And was, you know, it may have just been us, but it didn't appear to be well signposted. Whereas here, obviously we got our own loo,
Yeah.
so that's great. Here it's a very big lay-by. You could easily fit 4 or 5 lorries, 4 or 5 caravans, big units in. There's there's bins, and there's separation between the roads.
A good lay-by.
Yeah, it's a busy road.
It's a dual carriageway all the way from the M1 over to Bedford area. So these are recommended. Not bother with the services, which will look a bit.
That's right.
I'm going to have to put these on because I'm squinting. The weather forecast is pretty good, actually. So we should be there in about half an hour, which I think is going to be spot on for arrival time at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
But we'll see you later. Well, that's it. A rest and freshen up done, and we're on the way again. Now, as we're close, I don't want to lead you into a false sense of security here. We have the AEX Tour on, and as you can see, the little bit at the end is just a bend round and then straight through to the site. If only it was that easy. So straight over all these little mini roundabouts, and then hang a left. And then, oh, hang a right. There's an arrow. I want to miss that little caravan site. So I will have to drive round the housing estate and then try that again. There's nothing quite like dragging an 8-metre caravan down a council estate. 5 minutes later, we got it. You drive through this and you go, well,
Is it? Yeah.
Oops, apologies, sorry about that. As you can see though, it is a public entrance to a car park on the right hand side, and then it turns into a single track road for caravans and motorhomes, and with that 1 o'clock thing, no arrivals before, you can see why, because everybody's trying to get back out.
Yeah, it looks quite busy.
And we're not the first here, look. Anyway, it's 101. Anyway, we head up behind that other one. And that sign on the left is a bit worrying, isn't it? And would you believe it? Somebody has chosen now to try and negotiate the way out, even though it's 1 o'clock and there's loads of people waiting to get in. Well, I can see in my rear camera there's another couple waiting, so he's just going to have to wait. Now, unlike the Caravan and Motorhome Club, this one, they actually take you round and show you your pitch. So we follow this sprightly young lady who takes us round to the water's edge. Now, I did ask for a pitch right at the beginning because I do have a paddleboard and I didn't want to go too far with it. Now, on occasion, the River Ouse does flood, so hence why that sign right at the offset. Now, being a caravan and camping club site, these pitches are narrower than that of the caravan and motorhome club site. But I'll just reverse it in there and then we'll have a little look, shall we? Now, we're planning on putting an awning up as well, so I think I'll just move it right over to the edge. Oh, she did say a caravan close to that white peg as possible. I think that'll do it. Even though it's hazy, it's bright, isn't it?
It is nice, yeah.
So what we've done is we've just wheeled that back into position, and no doubt Fiona's taking a picture anyway, but we're that close to the bollard at the back of the caravan. So the wheel locks are not quite in the middle there, so what we're going to do is just going to leave it, and then I should just raise up with this side just to spin one of the wheels.
Yeah.
And then we'll level it.
Normally we would faff about a bit and do it, but the pitch is quite narrow.
Well, it's Caravan Camping Club site, and no doubt, well, they've had some high water because of the storm, so consequently the grass is beginning to dry out now. You can hear them, they're starting to moan, but some of the pitches look a bit unkempt.
Yeah, they do, and also it is quite narrow, and we've arrived and we don't want to block the road for too long, do we?
No, exactly. And so let's go. One side gets lifted up, the Alco lock goes on. On it goes. Then she goes back on the floor, and then we do the self-leveling and then take the GoPro off.
Yeah, it looks like they
I
live.
saw yesterday, isn't it?
It looks like perhaps they live on the site, who decided to make it home.
Well, it's a big river down there.
I'm not sure if they're geese or ducks, because they look a bit like those ones we saw in Henley.
Now, you know me, 2 birds with 1 stone and all that. As I was bringing the paddleboard and I got to pump that up, I put the air awning in and thought we'll give that a spin. And even the weather joined in. All the clouds disappeared and the sun came out. Now, the site in general is very well maintained, especially when there's no flooding around, with the amenities being kept nice and clean. Both males and females apparently. Fiona took all the pictures in there. Now, whilst we do expect some unkempt pictures, just look at the fungus on this. Wow. But yes, you will expect to see high bollards, or certainly ones with some concrete around the base of them as well. But that river does feature quite heavily. You will see boats as you can launch straight from the bank. However, it is a public highway, you have to be careful here. Also, I'm not a fisherman, so I don't really know when you're supposed to do it, but apparently you're not. Now, this site is a little gem. Both ways, about 15-20 minutes, there's a local pub. So eating is not an issue either. Now then, internet time. What sort of speed do we think we're getting? Well, I plug in my Wi-Fi box, switch it on, and guess what? I'm getting full 5G, and I don't need to put out any external aerials. Well, I have to say this speed is very good. I'm not going to have any trouble streaming videos at all. And the funny bit, Sky, that's O2, but are actually using Vodafone, look.
And with the weather being so glorious and the forecast brilliant for the whole week, it's ample opportunity for Steve to get his paddleboard out every single day. This is the first time he's used it in 2025. And is it really wrong of me to really hope that he falls in whilst I'm filming so that I can have a good laugh?
Don't be doing that. Anyway, it's quite nice because this is so close to our caravan, we can just simply walk meters and we're in the water.
Not for me though. I'm an observer and an instructor, watching from the side. Steve is soon joined by some new friends who are rather cute. And when you see cute things, your voice goes up a few octaves and you sound like a baby.
Now, the site itself looks a little bit complex, but probably best seen from the air. Now, the campsite is that one on the right hand side, about 3 o'clock-ish, but right the way around it is St Neots itself. So let's just pop over to the site and zoom in a little bit. And so as you can see, you enter at 12 o'clock where there is one block, which is your check-in, toilets, cleaning, etc. And then there's another one in the centre of the screen there. And then as usual, it's one way, all the way from 3 o'clock down to 6 o'clock, around to 9 o'clock, and then back out up to the building at 12 o'clock. Now, if we follow St Neots around and the river, we can see actually that there's an awful lot of barges coming through there because because there is a lock down the end there, and that's also where, if you read the reviews, where the local pub is that you can walk to from the site. Now I actually went round on my bike as well. I'm just going to go across this bit of field because this is the beginning of it over here. You can ride in through people's pictures actually, because there's more pictures on the over here on the left hand side. It's a bit lumpy, but as you can see, straight to the River Ouse launch points. Your caravan pictures could be just there. How cool is that?
And so on a lovely Sunday, when Steve's brother and his family arrive, we take a walk from the site, about 15-20 minutes, to head towards that pub with the weir. Here we are going across the weir, and there are signs that tells you all about it, tells you all about the wildlife. And you can see to the left is the Rivermill Pub, where we're heading. We have booked in advance because it's really busy. So if you turn up and you've not got a booking, there's every chance that you won't get in.
Yeah, we had to, because there were six adults and 3 dogs.
That's right. They brought their dogs with us. And so we headed to the Rivermill on this gloriously hot day and enjoyed a couple of pints and a really lovely meal. And on our walk back, Jess decided, very unlike her, that she would take a dip in the water. It caught her by surprise, and us, and she ended up wearing black socks.
Now going the other way is yet again another 15-20 minute walk where you will see lots and lots of different wildlife. There's an awful lot of swans in that direction, but taking the lead from Fiona, I have to try and say this because I get my tongue tied on this bit. The flora, and not Fiona, the fauna is really quite beautiful, I have to say. But you do end up in Neots, where you will find plenty of shopping opportunities in most of the big shops you've ever heard of, and there are plenty of pubs there, including the first one we came to called the Bridge Hotel, which was dog friendly.
Now, all around this site, the wildlife areas, I guess marshlands in the wet weather, paths crisscross everywhere. Also, there was a lot of cotton wool on this floor, and we found it was from these trees. You can actually see it flying off the trees. I cannot tell you how much of this there was about.
She's stalking, look. Follow her, come here.
And of course, if Jess is off lead and there are ducks anywhere in sight, she goes into stalking mode.
There's a sploosh.
No ducks were harmed at all. In fact, they were laughing at her.
Meanwhile, back on site, there's a tree, and that can't be you-know-who, can it? Nah. But back to the river. Maybe you just want to give it all up. Get yourself a barge, live in a little wooden shack, quite a nice wooden shack to be fair, and get yourself a motorhome. Tour the world. Our stay in St Neots, fantastic. Highly recommend this site and definitely will appear on our list. And all that leaves me to do is say thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.